Big bite. 1, 2, 3.
That's good.
That is
What's
delicious.
up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles of Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we got a special edition of Freezer Diving because my boy Leo here, he's gonna do the diving in the freezer, and he's gonna find something delicious for us to make.
I found some ground beef for some smash burger sliders. First step, thawing it. Let's go. We have our ground beef right here, all thawed up. It's time to put it in our bowl.
So we have 21.44 ounces of ground beef, which is like a random weird thing. Get this all out. There it is. We're going to do 2-ounce patties.
And then that means one is going to be a little small.
That's right. So that's going to give us 10 patties. And then we'll have one that's 1.44 ounces or about. So we have our scale and a sheet tray to put it all on. But first, we're going to season them up. And we're going to use the Hey Girl Hey beef seasoning. You want to load it up?
Yeah.
And it's all about eyeballing it. It's going to be delicious. That is perfect. All right. So there's that. All right, and then I'm going to start mixing it, okay?
Okay.
So we don't want to overmix our dough. We don't want to overmix our ground beef. So if you watched my Al Pastor video, I talked a lot about fat content of the pork and not wanting it to melt and keeping it good formed and everything. Similar rules apply when we're doing our ground beef here. We don't want our warm hands melting up the fat too much. So we just want to make sure that we get this fully incorporated. We're not doing any binders or anything like that. I'm going to throw a little more in here. There we go. I think one more shake.
So
Another shake. Shake. There we go. That's good. All right. I think that is looking good.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and get your hands a little wet?
Is that a little damp?
Perfect. So reason why we get our hands wet is that the meat is less likely to stick to our hands and that we're not adding oil or anything like that to it. So I'm going to measure out 2-ounce little balls here, and then you're going to form them into balls and start in the corners and just start building it out, okay? How close is that? Ooh, 2.6. That was close. 1.9. 2 ounces. Okay. And then this is going to be sped up, so let's get to working. So it seems wild what he's doing, but the fact that we're kind of smacking it
Yahoo!
is going to help keep
Yahoo!
our patties together. So it's going to force the air out of the patty, and that's going to help keep it a nice tight form.
It's 22.
We got 22, which is perfect. That gives us an exact 11 patties. I love that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our 11 patties. We're gonna put a lid on it, put it in the fridge so it stays nice and cold. So then all the meat stays all together.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow when we make a delicious sauce and prep out our condiments. All right, time travel. It's tomorrow, and that means we get to make our smash burger sliders today. Super stoked. I'm hungry. Before we can get to making our sliders, we obviously need a special sauce, and this is Leo's own creation. So Leo, let's make a sauce.
First, my sauce has a base of mayonnaise. Then my favorite pickle is some cornerstone.
But you can use whatever pickle you want. If you want more dill, you want more sweet, you want spicy, whatever you want.
And then next ingredient, we have some onions.
We want the onions finely chopped.
Yeah. And then after that, we're gonna do some King's Peak
That's Bonneville.
or Bonnet. It looks like King's Peak. I mean Bonneville.
So we've got Bonneville seasoning, and we've got some King's Peak seasoning from High Desert Kitchen, which are super good. The Bonneville is like really herby, lots of dill and things like that to kind of bring out that kind of aspect of a burger. And then
This is for like barbecue.
yeah, King's Peak is more like barbecue, a little smoky, a little bit sweet, and a little bit of heat in there. It's really delicious. A great alternative to this would be like an Old Bay or your favorite barbecue seasoning. And then the Bonneville, any kind of like herb seasoning, a Cavender's, even an Italian seasoning would work great as a substitute for that one.
And then we have some mustard. This one is honey mustard. You can use any kind of mustard you want.
That's right. Yep, do the whole thing. There we go.
Okay, and then after that, we have some ketchup.
Leo likes to do equal parts ketchup and mustard. So if you really look at this, this is like everything that you would normally want on your burger made into one delicious sauce with the flavors being amped up by the seasonings, right? I love it.
This is Worcestershire.
Hey, that was pretty good. Most people just say W sauce or Worcestershire. Who knows really how to say it? Let us know in the comments if you know exactly how to say it and you say it perfectly every time. I don't think anybody in the comments will be able to say that they say it perfect every time.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna give this a mix. I'll mix it up.
Yep. So we're basically gonna have some fry sauce in this because there is mayonnaise and ketchup.
Which is the base of fry sauce. Yep.
That looks good.
Yeah, well, you get a spoon and I'll finish mixing this up. This is like a special homemade Leo version of a blend of like Big Mac sauce and secret sauce from In-N-Out Burger, which both are delicious burgers, huh? And you want to zoop, get it with your finger. Ooh. You wanted to add the Bonneville today, and I think that takes it up to a whole nother notch. I was questioning it. He's like, Dad, let's do it with Bonneville seasoning today too. And I was like, there's already a lot going on. I think the Bonneville seasoning rounds out really, really well. Yeah. But I think it needs a little bit more zing to it. So we're gonna add some pickle juice. Which it can be any kind of pickle juice. This pickle juice is from the cornichons. Yeah, so you just want to use the pickle juice that is from the pickle that you chopped up and put in there. Okay, go ahead and dump that in. All right. Ooh, I like the consistency of that. That loosened it up. Feels a little bit more like spread saucy rather than just like a dip sauce. But it can also be dipped into. That's good. Ooh, money. Now, we didn't use any salt because of the seasonings have the salt in it already. All right. This sauce is looking absolutely perfect. So we got to get this in the fridge so that all the flavors can get to know each other, hang out, become friends, do all those fun things. Just like how we did with our patties. So then they can all stay together so then when we smash them, they don't break apart. We're going to get all of our ingredients ready and we'll meet you at the griddle. All right. We have made it to the griddle. We have our meat patties straight out of the fridge. Before we get smashing our patties, we are going to do a little grilled onion action. So we're going to go ahead and hit a little bit of oil on our ripping hot griddle here and throw down our onions. And all we're going to do with these is hit them with a little bit of salt. All right, what do we think? Do we like those or should we take them a little longer? I think those are good. You think these are looking good? Yeah. Okay, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to kind of move them up here into the corner. Now, something that I like to do is I have a little press here to smash our burgers down, but it's cast iron and so it's cold right now. Yeah. So that means that the meat is going to stick to this. So I'm going to set it down here and I'm going to let it on an onion. Yeah, all right. I'm going to let this kind of warm up the cast iron so that it's less likely to stick when we go to smash. We'll go ahead and just get these out of here. So I think these are looking good. Yeah, that's not like this. It's okay. Remember, you want to group them together, right? So you want to bring it together. Do you want me to do it or do you want to do it? No. So you can go straight through. The other thing that you do is you bring them over here to a side where there's a wall and you smash them on the wall. There are our onions, and I think those are going to be delicious. We're going to do 2 patties. There we go. Oil. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It has a pattern so then the oil comes out. Go ahead and give it a smash. Okay. Oh my God, that handle is hot. Is it too hot for you? Just don't want to touch the here. You just want to touch where the red's at. Oh. Okay? Okay. How's that? Yeah. Then you want to give it a nice firm press. And then you want to give it a little swirl around. All right. And pull it up. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to do this one. After you've done your initial smash, you don't really want to smash them anymore because now we're squeezing out those juices. We're not going for like a super, super thin smash burger, but we do want really good caramelization. You want to give that a flip? Yep. Oh, looking good. Nice. Now I like to sear the one side, flip it, sear this other side, and then flip it one more time. And that's when we put the cheese on it. So that way that first crust can get extra crispy on us. Sound like a delicious plan? Yeah. So we've got a Gouda cheese. Do you want to taste it and tell them what it tastes like? Yeah. This is from the creamery down in Beaver. Again, I was driving through and I stopped and I was like, ooh, Gouda sounds delicious. And, oh, it is so good. Kind of tastes like normal cheddar, but it has a little more of a like different taste. It's a little bit more buttery. Yeah. And I feel like this Gouda cheese specifically Gouda is normally a little bit more buttery and nutty to begin with than your normal cheddar. It's a similar kind of cheese, but this one almost tastes like American cheese, which is like your classic like burger cheese. Yeah. I think these are ready for cheese.
Yeah.
Let's give them a flip. There we go. All right, we're gonna slap a piece of cheese down there. These are starting to melt. We're gonna move these over to our kind of our cool side, and now we go double time. Throw them all down.
Oh my.
All right, cheese is looking great.
Oh my.
We got our 3 no cheesers.
Yeah. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Can I?
Yeah.
Yay. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
We just gotta make sure that we're not putting the cheese on top of cheese, you know?
Oh. Oh my. Yay. The cheese.
There we go. Okay. To help with all this, keep it nice and warm, we're gonna go ahead and put a lid on it.
Yep.
And what's next on our list?
Well, me and you are inside to build our sliders.
Oh yeah! And our patties are cooked to perfection.
Yep.
Cheese is melted deliciously. I think it's time we make some sliders from frozen ground beef that we found in the freezer. We're able to turn into some delicious sliders, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get 2 buns.
Here are 2.
Okay. Now, what is your go-to building method?
Got it. Okay, so first I do my secret sauce on both buns.
Top and bottom saucy. I like it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a mess, and I'm for it. Okay, can you make mine? But also, I want you to make mine the same way.
Okay.
Or do you want me to make mine my way?
I want to make them the same way.
Okay, I just don't need as much sauce as you're saucing, dude.
Well, not yours.
So what comes next?
And then after that, I like doing some patties.
All right, so we'll get a patty going here, right there.
And it's okay if they're a little too big because smash burgers are always a little too
Yeah,
big.
they always kind of hang out off the side. Okay, what's next?
Lettuce, 1 piece.
Do you like the rib through it, or do you like more of the leafy part?
I like the rib.
I like the rib because it adds a little bit more extra crunch to it, huh?
Yeah.
Let us bring some nice fresh crunchiness that I like. Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to do some tomatoes.
Okay. We got a big old juicy tomato that we sliced up for this.
You should have saw how big it is.
Well, they'll see it. It's right there getting cut up.
Yeah.
And then?
Onion.
And then some grilled onions right here. Okay.
And that's how I do it.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, then we go ahead and we
put on the bun. They are ginormous.
Here's some gourmet sliders, huh?
You probably want to smash them down so they're a little smaller. I'll do that right now. And this is my Freezer Divin smash burger.
All right, let's dig in on these things.
Okay.
They're melting, they're getting everywhere. This is gonna be a super mess, and I'm all for it. Ready? Big bite. 1, 2, 3.
That's good.
That is delicious. I'm gonna grab those napkins. That sauce? That sauce is killer. I like that you put the tomato with the lettuce to help kind of protect things. The sauce is good. The seasoning on the patty is delicious. Hey girl, hey for the win on that beef seasoning for sure.
Yeah.
It is delicious, man. I will say, for being a slider, I am small.
This is also might be better than my Hawaiian King roll breakfast burger.
You think that this slider is better than the Breakfast Jacks video that we did?
Yeah, just if we made it breakfast thing.
I think that this was a Freezer Dive success.
Yes.
I'm super glad that you've been craving these and been wanting to make them for a while. And then we were able to find them perfectly in the freezer. And this was an older package of ground beef, like nothing crazy, but it needed to get used. So this is great. Remember, when you're freezer diving in your own freezer, it doesn't have to be that serious. It doesn't have to be super elegant. It doesn't have to be super fancy or crazy. It just can be delicious and fun.
Yeah, and you can also use your imagination whatever you pull out of your freezer.
That's right. Just have some fun with it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for watching.
Like
and subscribe and do all the fun things. We'll see you next time. That was a good high five. Oh yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all the fun things.